Have you been wondering, is now a good time to invest? Interest rates are high, home prices are high, the economy feels uncertain. What are you to do? On today's show, I'm going to explain why now might be a good time to invest despite the high interest rates. If you want more content like this, make sure to like and subscribe. My name is Stacey Stegenga. I'm a real estate investor and an investment counselor here at Real Wealth. I have an out-of-state portfolio, and before I started investing, I was like you. I was stuck in analysis paralysis. I didn't know a good deal from a bad deal and when the opportune time to invest was. Today, I'm going to tell you why I invest even at high interest rates. According to Zillow, there are 2.1 million homes listed for sale on the market. This is a 28.9% increase in inventory and active home listings from this time last year. That means there's a shift into a buyer's market. A buyer's market happens when housing supply exceeds demand, meaning there are more homes for sale than there are buyers looking to purchase. For example, in your local market, there could be 1,000 homes for sale and only 500 active buyers. That means as a seller, if you want to get your house sold, you need to offer the lowest price or best features to attract your buyers. This is helpful for an investor and a buyer. It means that there's room for negotiation because sellers traditionally don't want their homes sitting and not being sold. The only caveat I have is that this is market dependent. Markets like Grand Rapids, Michigan have an inventory list that sits for 13 days on market on average and only 1.3 months of supply, which means that the demand is outweighing the inventory. Markets like Austin, Texas are opposite. Inventory is up 69% from pre-pandemic levels, which means that sellers have to offer price reductions or concessions to attract buyers. Now that we've determined that there is more inventory nationally available, what about those high interest rates? I want to explain what is going to happen if interest rates finally come down. The 30-year fixed rate mortgage tends to follow the movement of the 10-year Treasury yield. When bond prices rise, yields fall, which can bring mortgage rates down as well. This relationship is key to understand why rates fluctuate. Let's create a scenario where interest rates decrease from the 7% where they've been sitting at down to 5.5%. This increases the purchasing power of the consumer looking for a house. With a traditional down payment and a 7% interest rate and a monthly mortgage of $2,500 a month, a person would be able to purchase a home at $375,000. But at 5.5%, a person could buy a home worth roughly $440,000. The National Association of Realtors forecasts that if the 30-year fixed rate mortgage averages 6%, about 6.2 million U.S. households would suddenly qualify to buy a median priced home, significantly up from the current levels around 7%. That's roughly an additional 1 million plus buyers compared to current participation rates. Goldman Sachs and CoreLogic models suggest that every 1% drop in rates could boost home prices by 5 to 8% over 12 months in a supply-constrained market. Think like parts of California, Texas, and Florida. So that house that was $440,000 that someone would be able to afford at a 5.5% rate for $2,500 per month could go as high as $473,000 to $492,000 as a result of the increased demand and affordability. That would add an additional $200 to $300 to the monthly mortgage. It may seem daunting to buy at a high rate, but there are benefits if mortgages do drop. You can always refinance the loan when the mortgage rates drop to secure that lower rate. Pro tip, many companies offering new construction homes have a rate buydown program with the builder, so you could gain a lower interest rate that way too. If you want to learn more, I'm hosting a webinar this Thursday, July 17th, called How to Profit in Today's Buyer's Market. Visit realwealth.com/webinars to learn more.